All right, and we are live. And I think what you heard there was the driver's briefing, which obviously I was not showing, but that's what the guys heard from us today. We are currently looking at Porta. It's time to add the ballast penalty penalty. It's not really a penalty, it's just the consequence of having ended up first last time. So I'm gonna jump with that. How did I type here? Okay, so ballast 99915, I think it was. I'm not the server, then I need to show a different screen so you can see the password. Let's see. Let's go to desktop for a sec. And we are back. So, 15 kilos for Mr. Porta. 99915. Yep. There we go. Then, looking at, I think it was Moss' second last race. So that's gonna be 10 kilos for Mr. Moss for his result in Brands Hatch. That is correct. So is he here? Yeah, number 823. 10 kilitos for you. And third was Lucas Keys, our brand new steward, is getting 5 kilos. So ballast 5, 22. No, it was the other way around. Ballast 22, 5. There we go. And now is the BMW time, and I always forget how this works. It's 3 extra kilos or... So Fabio anyway, ballast 777 gets 3. Ballast 169 gets 3. Royers number 13 gets 3, and San Severino gets 3. So 13 and 27. 3. Seems to be correct. And that's about it, right? Because none of the BMWs actually finished on top, at least that they are racing today. All right, very good. Let's try this this overlay. Let's see if it works well. To show you during qualifying the race control. I think I need to make that. Well, I'll bring it in a second. So we are with race control overlay. Probably we want that a bit wider, so that you can see what I normally see, which is the delta that people are marking during the session, which is better clearly than the one that the game shows. So let's see if that works well. Sorry, just getting the logo back in here. As you can see, I'm working on this every now and then. So, well, maybe you would like to actually see the time remaining on qualifying, which is 10 minutes, and we don't need to see that. So, right now, we have Moss on top with 134.940, and followed very closely by Liam Curran on his brand new Nissan. We asked him last week about that. Why would he do such a thing as changing the Audi Mid Championship? And he just gave up on the idea of winning. So that was mainly why he decided to take that position. Sorry, I'm messing up here as usual. Yeah, wanted to go here. So yeah. Now, Porta 134.2. We should be expecting most of the guys finishing in 133s, or not most, but quite a few of them. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Now, as you can see, most of the people are in greens, improving their laps. And not super meaningful right now because there's still 8 minutes left and the track has not reached optimal conditions, which is another thing that maybe has changed this week versus how we have done it in previous weeks. We have been struggling getting the starting time correct, because of all the sessions being scheduled for the same day, in that case being Sunday. And today we've tried with Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. all of them, so the time of the day doesn't change, but what does change is the grip on the track, which I'm sure people don't really like in terms of the drivers, but it's more real, right? And I don't know, one day we'll try putting something like start time being 5 minutes difference or whatever to see if that actually works without having to change the grip conditions, because arguably probably what you prefer to make the practice useful and the qualifying fair is to have the same conditions all across. So, and the conditions are mainly the track conditions rather than what's the word? Rather than the time of the day. Anyway, today a couple of the guys that normally stream aren't doing it. In fact, 3 of them, because Alex is not here. Moss is not streaming, so I cannot ping him. And Totti is not streaming either, I think. We'll check again. Yeah, he's not streaming either. He has been practicing, I can see that. So we are gonna only have Stiff as an option, and to try the new overlay, let's ping him there. And obviously let's focus on him. Where are you, Cactus? Come on, make a lap. I guess in this kind of situation maybe I can have also this overlay as well, showing into his screen on the left. Yeah, not too bad. It's a bit small, right? But it eats up too much of the screen. Anyway, you see the guy there. Yeah, I guess it's better in this kind of situation if I just put the racing view, the broadcast with the basic, or at least the broadcasting, right? Yeah, the broadcasting. There we go. There we go, Stiff, who hasn't done a valid lap yet, and there is 5 minutes of qualifying left. His current lap is aiming to the 134s, I think. Judging by the rest of the guys, they are already seeing the track conditions improving. Porta has managed already. Yeah, 3 drivers have managed already to be below 134. That's Porta, Lenoir, and Moss. Lenoir is a new driver. Today is his first first race with us. That's what I mean by new driver. Actually, I'm gonna try to find out where he's from by going to SimGrid, and yeah, he's French. Another Matteo. There we go, Mattia and Matteo. Cool, good to have another country present. I mean, we had Valentin Dubos, so the number 4 in AMG is also from France, but they are the only 2 ones from France. And I think we had another guy, the guy that just asked. So we have 2 from Spain. This Sergio, ah no, Sergio Reyes is from the US. That's such a Spanish name though. So yeah, I need to get myself to do that map with where everyone is from, because it's gonna be all over the place, which is quite cool. So yeah. Anyway, Cactus managed to score 135. That placed him 9th. That's not particularly great. So I'm sure if we go back to the race control view, race control, this one, we can see whether he's improving another second. So likely that will improve, but we're gonna start checking other people after he nails the lap, and that's gonna place him on 134.5, and that is 6th. Cool. So Lenoir, let's see. I activated the blur today, so this looks slightly more realistic. He's driving another McLaren. Oh, Bosic had an issue. Yeah, it's fine. He's just letting someone pass. So Lenoir is gonna fight 1-1 to Porta. That's gonna be very interesting. Cactus parking it on the side. Moss improving a bit his lap. So close to Lenoir. With 2 minutes left, we are gonna get into the last attempt for most people. And there he goes. That's the straight. He's currently improving at 10th. From other people, I see Chandler 7th, not improving the lap. Dubos 8th, also not improving the lap. Liam Curran 9th, that's extremely disappointing. Liam, not improving the lap. Fabio Galamini 10th, slightly improving the lap with a new livery, is that it? Very cool, very Italian. Guti 11th, not even out, so that will be his final position. Bosic 12th, not improving. Schneider 13th, Aston Martin improving his lap. Stevens, Rogers and Sanseverino already finished. Sergio Reyes 17th with another Lexus. I like this livery quite a lot. Bosic. He was improving quite a lot, but that's not gonna make it. And Andrew Green, number 23, very cute red McLaren, not improving the lap. Maybe he sneaks another one in. So let's go back to Moss. He just finished a lap where he didn't manage to improve. We have Porta and Moss both improving laps right now. Porta not anymore, but Moss needs. The hell is going on my screen? Oh, mama. Moss is improving. Now I blinked away and he's not. And Keys is 4th, also improving. So we have most people improving, and it's the last lap. Except Porta, but Porta is first. So it's so tight that depending on how you do the turn, it will be one thing or the other. Dubus is improving quite a bit, 3/10. If he manages that, he will overtake Chandler, and Chandler is not on the track anymore. Same goes for Curran, improving 2/10. If he nails it, will overtake as well Chandler. Cactus stops and gives up. Lenoir improving. Moss and Keys right around it. Moss is about to finish the lap, and that's gonna be it. He's not gonna be able to improve it. We also have Dubus finishing the last 2 corners. half a second of improvement, same as Liam Curran, coming right behind him. There he is. There was half a second improvement that's gonna place him fourth or fifth. No? Oh my god, what happened again? Oh, they're so tight. It's just a tenth that he missed. And Liam Curran coming from behind as well. Only 5 tenths improvement. That's gonna make it eighth. My god, how packed everything is from fifth until ninth. That's gonna be beautiful to witness. And in the last lap, Lenoir takes the pole position on his debut, for 30 thousandths. Well done. Congrats. I need to start adding audio effects here just to demonstrate the excitement that I have from seeing a newcomer take the pole position. Very well done. Well done, Lenoir. If my French was not so rusty, I would actually try to say something in French. Anyway, now we're going to go back to the typical broadcasting view. And from time to time I might show you those distances, but I think you might enjoy a bit better seeing more of what the drivers do see and or rather, you know, what the camera normally would show. So very good. Now we have 3 minutes until the start. I will send a reminder to the guys, to the new guys mainly, regarding the pit instructions. Remember to fuel for the full race length. All right, let's just check for last time. Is this working? Do we have any new BMW? No. All right. It's fair to say that without the ballast, probably Porta would have made the pole. But hey, those are the rules we have in the league, so I think it makes it more fun. Obviously, it's quite an interesting track for this. There is a very short distance to the first corner, and I mean enough to pick up speed really, but it's gonna be a right turn, and Lenoir has the shorter distance to that corner. Let's hope it doesn't get ugly. That's all I can say, because we all want to see a nice race, right? So let's see. Anyway, so many things open, it's hard to go from one thing to another. Let's put Helicam view for the start. And as I said, from time to time we will show things like how the pit stops are going, how much the fastest laps are changing, and the difference between them. Things that you normally cannot see. We'll bring up the race control view for that. And there they go, starting the warm-up lap. And the logo out of place. All right, let's go. To recap before we start, during the second part of the warm-up lap, let's recap on the grid positions. Starting with Matteo Lenoir, newcomer, first with number 924 McLaren, followed by Mattia Porta, number 999, also for McLaren. Third, we have Kurt Moss, Aston Martin, Lucas Keys, also Aston Martin, Paul Hester for AMG Mercedes, Steven Skatkus for Honda, Dubos for Mercedes, Liam Curran for Nissan, Fabio Galamini for BMW, Rob Chandler for the only Bentley, Totti Gutierrez for Aston Martin, Bosic for Audi, Stevens for BMW, Schneider for Aston Martin, Wayne Rogers for BMW, Rafael Sanseverino for BMW, Sergio Reyes for Lexus, and Andrew Green for McLaren. And this is the last turn. This is gonna start round 9 of Slipstream International World Series on PC in Misano. Let's see how this goes. It's only a few meters left.
Green light,
and there they go. They're very equal. Going outside of Mattia Porta, keeping it safe. He's actually gonna take the lead. Very well done. No contact in there, no contact in the back either, apparently. All clean. There is some touch between Keys and Moss. We go back to Porta and Lenoir. Moss kept it inside. Cactus going in on Lucas. Lucas losing a bit of traction. Paul Hester sticking on the inside, going through all the curves like any Mercedes would do. Followed by Liam Curran, who took a position, and Dubos is 8th. Rob Chandler 9th, and then we have a slight gap. Not sure exactly what happened there, but Fabio Galamini going 10th. Guti 11th, and then we see Bosic going on the outside. Was it that Bosic? No, actually it was Schneider going on the outside. There is a yellow flag right behind. There is contact. There has been contact. We are gonna rewind to see what happened there, since we just saw it. We can see the McLaren 23 from Andrew Green touching on the BMW of Wayne Rogers, and that seems like a 5-second penalty, but he's waiting. So, and then Wayne Rogers came very excited again. Anyway, let's go back to the top. We have Mattia Porta still very closely followed by Lenoir. So he didn't pull away on the first lap. We are just finishing, and right afterwards we have right behind we have Moss and Cactus glued to each other, absolutely glued to each other. So for some reason I'm struggling to see the gaps. Okay, here it is. So 0.4, 6, and 6. Then we have the first gap with Lucas, who had some incident at the beginning, a slight touch on the white side. Then we have Dubos, who actually overtook Paul Hester and Liam, so something must have happened there. Fabio caught them, but we clearly see a gap, and which before there was Dubos behind. Rob goes wide there, and Fabio Galamini and Liam Curran overtake them. And why would you do that? You both had the space, but gladly no one ended up going outside. Both Fabio and Rob, they are generally very clean, but they only have touches with each other. It's very interesting. So it's very packed and very close in two groups. We have the top 4, then we have Lucas and Dubos, they're isolated from each other. And then we have all the others here coming in. There is Guti coming in Bosic. It's gonna take the inside. Well done. Good overtake. Bosic was clean and fair and didn't close the door. And probably he's gonna attempt to take it outside. Valentin Dubos got out, manages to rejoin safely, and on the meantime losing 3 to 4 positions. But again, emphasis on safely. We didn't see the mistake he committed, but it's just bringing things close together once again. Oh, right behind there, Bosic and Guti keep at it. They're having a very nice fight. And guys, stop fighting. I want to be able to go to the top and check what's happening. Here on the back we have Stevens and Sanseverino. Now Stevens is gonna go in. They touch each other, and as a result, Stevens goes wide. I cannot really judge what happened there, but whoopa! Careful there with that rejoin. Sergio Reyes overtakes Stevens. No, Wayne Rogers. No, Stevens. Yeah, Stevens. So, fastest lap set by Kurt Moss. Damn you for not being streaming today, man. It would have been very nice. But I guess... Oh no, you are streaming. Alright, let's set up... But you're not putting your camera, man, so it's not pointless. Pointless. Anyway, not terribly pointless. Maybe we can still make it happen. Let's find Pelicus. Camera, and there you go. There's Kurt Moss with his stream of the race. Right behind Lenoir, and as I said, with the fastest lap of the race. First person view. And now we're gonna go to Cactus, who's right behind him. And I need to re-enable his... Yeah, there we go. Super packed. Lenoir is falling a tenth behind, 2 tenths behind from where he was before. I guess now he's maybe changing into the view on... Wait. What's going on there? So yellow flags and Severino is taking an easy further part. Bosic still fighting with Goody. Chandler still chasing Dubas, and the closest fight now remains at the front, where Porta leads the race with nearly 1 second gap between him and Lenoir. And Lenoir is under pressure of Moss and Cactus. This is really gonna be interesting. I'm gonna change briefly into TV cam to see a bit more the blur of the fight. It's quite beautiful if they keep it clean. We are really gonna enjoy each other. I think I'm gonna focus on Cactus, who's seeing it from behind, and plug his camera again. Still super close, 0.3, 0.3. Lenoir is falling a bit behind. I think that's just because he's being targeted from behind. Moss is gonna go at it. They are going on parallel at the end of the straight, which is one of the main points of overtaking. Please don't touch each other. Very clean, well done, guys. This is a turn where you really need to hit the apex and do it as open as you can, so you get speed on the outside, on the exit. And Lenoir manages to stay ahead. But look at them, they are so close and tight to each other that Lucas Keys is actually closing the gap with them. Cactus managed the best and fastest lap with 134.6, and interestingly enough, Lenoir did not manage any clean lap so far. Don't touch! Oh man, this is the area where I said careful with the overtake, and we could see on the screen on this camera from Steve how he had to correct there. He managed to stay on the fight, but now we've lost Moss, who fell behind Cactus. Let's go and switch Moss. Now that's his view. He's right behind, or that has some lag, is it? He doesn't have behind. I'm a bit confused right now. If that's Moss, he has a black car in it. Could it be that Moss' stream is a bit delayed? Oh, the stream is delayed, man. Okay, so maybe actually we can see what happened there. He just got a... yeah, this was the one, wasn't it? He was second and they touch each other. He managed to keep it under control, but this is something that the stewards will need to review. I honestly don't dare to comment on it. We'll go live so that, you know, next time we check, we can actually comment. Now Stiff going right behind Lenoir, and it's maybe just gonna be a matter of time, is it? It's 0.1. Lenoir had a very good pace on qualifying, and it's right now a bit slower than the guys coming behind. Track limits warning for Stiff, aka Cactus, and he gets the first official limit warning. That's gonna add some stress. Ooh, some sliding on Lenoir there. This is the chance. Although the first turn is to the right, if you keep the line stiff, you might do it on the next one on the outside. That's right, you have it. Very well done, very clean from Lenoir as well, who's trying the in and out. Hey, don't touch. Hey, 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 so close. I don't know what each of them are thinking. Probably very scared of messing this up. But look at that, the time they lost both of them by fighting. Now you can see how Lucas and Moss are rejoining the race, and we can hear Steve swearing or just commenting something that we cannot understand in Ukrainian, of course. But that's a beautiful fight. Look at that, man. Look at that now, going side by side at the end of that turn, and we have already Lucas joining them from behind. And hey, going on the inside, Lucas is gonna be a triple wide. What the hell? Look at that! Look at them! I might. Ooh! Ay 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 ay! Catching the slipstream of Cactus Lenoir. Already going wide again. Side by side, Lucas and Lenoir. This is where they had the incident with Moss last lap, and now he lets him through. He takes the third position, followed by Lenoir, and now Moss is gonna want to get vengeance. I told you that. So Cactus, maybe if he keeps his pace, will stride away from them. And just look at this, they lost 6 seconds with Porta. Porta now has the fastest lap with 134.1. Truth is, we all know they all can go a bit faster, but when you don't fight, you just go faster. And there is a gap of at least 6 tenths between Porta and Porta and Cactus's fastest lap. And that's what's happening. We are going to have to go now to Moss. Why did that stop? I need to press play. That must be it. Yeah, there we go. That's his view on Lenoir's ass. And it's going to be very interesting to see what the next fastest laps are. Thankfully, the rest of the race is not giving us too many things that we are missing. Fabio and Liam are currently fighting for 6th. But most of the fights are happening right in front of our eyes here in the top 5. Interesting, actually, now that we mentioned, while we were looking at, I don't know why it's doing this. Gonna look at Steve again. If you look at his pressures, we just heard the I don't know how it's called, the spotter or whoever helps him with the stuff, saying that tire temperatures are okay. Well, the rear left, it's actually quite hot, and come on, why does it do this? And the pressures are a bit all over the place, so the rear is quite imbalanced. I guess that's why it's overheating the bottom left, the rear left. The front ones are a bit more balanced. It's a very complicated track for that because you have very slow turns followed by very fast turns. Like after this one, is he gonna go for it? Are you gonna go for it, Lucas? Are you gonna have to steward yourself afterwards? Obviously that wouldn't happen. He wouldn't steward his own mistakes. But now that there is no so much tension between Moss and Lenoir, it's still 0.6, but the fight is right now between Lucas and Katkas. Let's see that. It's just so beautiful to see so many cars going on together. If the distance goes, oh man, now Benoit is 3/10, just so close, so close. And they go to the straight, not enough for anyone to attack Cactus there. Their fastest lap has not improved. I don't know if it will improve on track limits, but look at that, they're touching, and Lucas had to open a little wide, coming out again. But Lenoir is right there. It's trying on the inside, and he can't, but he takes enough space from Lucas. Is he gonna be able to overtake him? He can't, he goes wide, and now it's Moss coming for blood here. Going wide, double car in the straight. He has more pace and he catches the slipstream from Lucas, and I guess he's gonna take the inside and able to keep it if there is no contact. Going on the outside generally gives you a bit more traction out and grip out of the turn, and the next turn is right, and that's where Lenoir is gonna manage to keep it once again. I don't know what's going on now through Moss' brain or mind. I don't know if it's frustration or joy. To be honest, I would totally be enjoying the situation. They change direction. Moss keeps the outside for the next turn. And he releases the pedal there so that they don't touch. Back to Keys and Cactus. Cactus? Man, that name. 0.5. We're gonna give a sneak peek to Fabio and Liam, although it's slightly far from each other.
Let's see how wide you can make it.
I hope not too much happens on the front while we are not looking. So Cactus, Lucas, and Lenoir are still going at it. Now here we can see Fabio keeping a fairly safe distance of 1 second with Liam. Liam with the lights on for who knows what reason. And other than that, there are no further fights going on. We're gonna still do a check-in on everyone since it's been 15 minutes since the beginning of the race. So next in is Valentin Dubus, our other French fellow on a Mercedes, 4 seconds behind Fabio. His fastest lap is a bit off pace from the top group, so he's in 35s, while everyone else on top is in 34s. Then Chandler is coming out right behind him, also on 35s. Then Bosic on his Audi, 135.5. Pretty much same pace. Paul Hester also coming here from behind, 135.5, 1.2 seconds behind Bosic. And then a wider gap, which makes me think that, well, no, it could be pace. Toti Gutierrez, 9.5 seconds behind Paul Hester. And we are seeing action on the first straight. Oh, they touch again. Cactus and Lucas. Oh, another touch. Oh, no. That was... something happened. Hey, careful with the rejoin, Lucas. Oh, mama. Now, Steven S. Katkas is going away. Lenoir and Moss are now a bit more spaced out. I think something happened there. Just for fun, let's check it out for sake of the replay. So we see, I think the fault is Lenoir. Probably that's gonna be bound to receive a penalty. He tapped Moss in the back. No, not Moss. Keys in the back. And now that makes it Fabio Gallamini to be right behind Liam Curran and chased by Lucas Keys, who's faster. So we're gonna see action here coming soon on your favorite cinema. Now in the back, which we didn't get, Rob Chandler has already made his pit stop. Not sure why, because he didn't have traffic. Paul Hester is doing his. And we're gonna be able to check, as I said earlier, by putting this view, whether there are any, where was the pit stop time. So Rob Chandler did 1:19 on the pit stop. Paul Hester has done 1:20 something, so he must have had to fix something. Yeah, he must have had to fix. And Andrew Green also pit, but it was a normal pit. So light damage from Paul, and no one else has pit the stretch. Stevens yellow flag. And we're gonna go back to race gaps. All right, the battle intensifies between Moss, who's now lapping Paul Hester, and Lenoir, who's 0.8 behind. Lucas Keys continues the chase of Fabio Gallamini, who's at its own time behind Liam Curran still. All right. Focus on Lucas, 0.6 right behind Fabio. He's gonna get there, and he's gonna have the chance to at least recover fifth. I think he has the pace to be fifth. Obviously, the time loss with Moss, who is now actually very close to Lenoir. Ooh, those track limits from Lenoir. Let's see if he's saying something. I don't know if he has the mic on. But anyway, guys, if you're watching this, go to Pelico1, follow and subscribe, give a like to that video. They're already, oh my god, I cannot believe it. Just freaking YouTube. It allows you to rewind, which Twitch doesn't, but then sometimes it's not in the most update. So anyway, Moss right behind Lenoir. From what I see here, Liam, Gallamini, and Keys are still same distance. Question is, how and when is Moss gonna attempt the overtake on Benoit, who has been proven hard to overtake? Possible, but hard. Will it be here at the end if he gets close enough? Good traction from both. It feels like something is not synced. It's probably his stream is a bit slower. Yeah, not slower, but it has more delay, obviously. All right. Anyway, let's go back and check what else is happening. Fabio Gallamini is speeding right now, so we didn't get to see Lucas overtaking him on track. Lenoir is at its own time right behind Cactus, so we'll see how that turns out. Let's look at Cactus if he's nervous.
was 135.87.
All right, with that time, 134.6. We still didn't see Lenoir set a proper lap under 35. He's under pressure again from Moss. Just to remind you, we can see the main view faster than we see the stream on the corner. In the case of Cactus, because it's low latency Twitch, probably it's nearly the same. But look at how close they are. Even who's inching in on them. It's I think it's Paul, right? Yeah, it's Paul. He's being lapped because he pitted, but he's still there. I have the feeling they're all a bit weary of the previous incident. Oh, look at that. Wait. As I speak, Moss got so close to the ass of Lenoir, and at the same time Lenoir off Cactus, who's gonna try. No, it's trying. And I think they both were very careful there. But it's going now on the outside, and Moss had to brake not to eat him alive. So you can see it on his, on his stream. Now on the straight, you see Paul Hester is still there. He opens wide Lenoir, Cactus defense, keeping the race in the race line. And we get to the part of the track where overtaking is extremely dangerous. Let's see what happens now that also the guys from behind are catching them, because they are fighting so much that they are wasting time. We have now a lead of Porta of 18.5 seconds. So as a reminder, this is not a great place to take. You get so much slipstream, and there was a tap. There was a tap. Ooh, Paul Hester almost messes it up. There was a tap that obviously is not Moss's fault, and he nearly takes advantage of it. Now he's going wide and mute. And now goes wide on the last turn, and there is gonna be a 2 wide on the first turn. They bump to each other twice, not enough to make an impact, and Moss is gonna keep the inside, goes through the curves. Cactus goes on the inside of the next one, taps it outside a bit one, and Moss loses grip again. He's gonna be overtaken by Liam potentially, while Lenoir goes ahead and overtakes for third again. Nice show these guys are giving us, but there is so much contact going on that is, it's it's gonna. I think they're all, racing. I don't know how you say this, incidents, yeah. But nonetheless, I'm sure people will complain. The Lenoir, Curran, yellow flag. What happened? What happened? He disappeared. I think he might have lost electricity. He warned this could happen. Yeah, he dropped. Liam's apparently in his town, there was some guy that crashed against the electricity pole, and they fixed it overnight or whenever it was during the day. But it was a patch rather than a permanent fix, and we see Cactus going into doing his pit stop, 31 minutes of race. So now we focus on Lenoir and Moss. And he told us it would be possible that that they try to repatch it or to fix it a better way throughout the night or the day, and in that case it will lose connection, which I think is what does happen. So he might actually rejoin us, and actually I'm gonna go to the management room to see if he is around there. Yeah. And then he can check the stream and comment, but we'll see. I see the stream now dropping a few frames, and I don't know why. I think we have Liam here. Hi, Liam.
Hi, Raf.
Electricity went out, right?
No,
No?
my internet did things.
Oh, fuck. Well, good that
It
you
was
just joined.
just another server disconnect for me.
Oh, man. But because of your internet, yeah?
Yeah. I need to sort something out. Something's not right. The past couple weeks have been awful.
Sorry to hear, man.
Anyway, sorry, I was just gonna let you know what happened. I'm gonna go back to the driver's chat now and annoy Lucas and
Okay.
Paul. Okay, bye.
Cheers. Well, there we go. He had a connection issue. Not electricity as we expected, but... Yeah, so I was commenting on drop frames, which I don't understand because my CPU is in 0.6% usage by OBS. My graphics card in 62%. Total CPU usage is 42%, so I think it's something else messing up with this. And I don't know what it is, to be honest. So I'm gonna close a few things. Let's see if that helps, but I kind of doubt it. Just, it's not too bad, but anyway, I was gonna comment that Lenoir got a drive-through, which takes him effectively out of the fight there. Oh shit! Out of the fight, and I was sort of saying it because I commented that I didn't see almost nearly any valid lap coming from him. Bosage Judge overtakes for third, and I will bring the race control overlay so you know what I mean. As you can see here, maybe I will need to move this to a bit below. That's a bit too much. That one there and that one there. There we go. So you can see that the fastest lap from Lenoir was 135.2. And actually, I think that just might have improved, but he was on the top of the race where they were doing 134s, where his fastest lap was 135. So he was probably constantly doing track limits, and well, that turned into a penalty now, right? Now let's check on who actually pit. So we are still missing Porta, Boss, and Mostage from pitting. Lenoir did a 0420 042 pit. Is that even possible? That's very interesting. Everyone else did such a much lower pit. Maybe everyone else had to fix? No, I don't think so. Okay. Maybe he pit for the drive-through. Could it be? Let's look at the normal broadcasting. Yeah, okay, he cleared it out and now he's pitting. Okay, so now we'll see this going up to 2 pit stops, and we'll see the right timing for this one. Okay, well, in the meantime, is there any race going on? Any fight? Doesn't look like. There's a lot of gap between people right now. Thankfully, only one person dropped, and that was because of a connectivity issue rather than anything else. So, question is Cactus, who's now gonna overtake here. Clearly, obviously, gonna leave quite a few seconds of advantage with Lenoir. He's pending on the pit stop from Moss to see what his position is gonna be. Lucas Keys is 5 seconds behind Cactus, so not too far off. And Fabio Galamini, as far as I remember, oh, he did pit. So Fabio with a pit is actually 4th. That's his position. Paul Huster, saw a yellow flag there. No, everything seems to be fine. So we're gonna go back to Cactus. And who was pitting? Moss is pitting now. Lenoir is pitting, finishing the pit. How much time did that take? Yeah, 1:21. So that's the average, right? So we are happy with that. And now back to race gap and fastest lap. So Lenoir rejoins 10th. Hopefully now we see some clean lap with the fastest that he can do. Now he will not have stress of being chased or being right in the middle of the fight. So we'll hopefully see his true performance. Now going back to the top, Moss is pitting and leaving the pit right behind. Is that San Severino? Yeah. So that's gonna be annoying for him. But probably is lapped, right? Andrew Green just passing by. Is he gonna join ahead or behind San Severino? Looks like ahead. Yeah, ahead of San Severino. Should be. I don't know if he has a lost lap. And then we see Cactus finishing right ahead of, passing right ahead of Moss. Moss keeping Rafael at bay, managing to go ahead without major incidents. We are gonna go back to the default view here. And let's see what the fight between Keys and Galamini is. Ooh, no, Rafael. Rafael, you screwed up your own teammate, your own countrymate. You gave it in a silver plate to Keys. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. So incident noted. Between San Severino number 27 and Fabio Galamini number 727. Unfortunate that it happened, and now we don't have any close fight. Probably it's gonna be Kurt, Lucas, and Cactus from here until the end. So now we can see that Lucas has Moss inside. We had seen another drive-through, I think it was Rogers. As I said, they were going to happen. And I'm getting a headache. I'm going to remove the background noise cancellation so I hear myself, and maybe that makes me shout less and perhaps have less of a headache. So now we see Keys overtaking Green, back marker. for him. Porta, so Cactus managed to improve his fastest lap to 134.4, 30.357 anyway. Moss 34.8 and Lucas Keith 34.2. Dubos, Valentin Dubos, who's now 5th, a bit behind, but also with a lap on 34.4, which is very close. Mattia Porta now pitting for his mandatory pit, which was the only one that didn't do it so far. And interestingly, only from the 5th onwards, people are not below 34s. So Rob Chandler is the first car that is not under 34s. And it's not by a while. So Paul Hester is slightly faster, but it's substantially behind. Lenoir, who's still not... I need to focus on him, see why he doesn't manage to nail the valid lap. So it's 134... Yeah, okay. Now this was a valid one. 134.7. So that's more representative of his pace. Then we have Guti, who keeps eluding the top 10 on 136.175. I was talking with him the other day. He does know this track, but he knows it from racing in MotoGP. I guess substantially different racing line, as this is for GT3. And unless something happens, he's 9 seconds behind Lenoir, so I think, again, that top 10 is going to keep eluding. So right now, Lenoir is chasing Paul Hester. Paul Hester doesn't have to give way, and actually his fastest lap is not that much worse. So with 3/10 faster lap for Lenoir, I don't think it's going to be enough to overtake him. It needs to chain a very good corner, following him very closely in the straight, and then overtake him by sneaking in the car on one of the turns. Oh, incident between Dubnos and Green. Noted. Lenoir and Hester. Let's look at these guys, how the fight goes. This is where I said, you come out close enough, you might overtake him, but otherwise it's not long enough. Man, it gets me nervous. That was too close, Mateo. Distance now being 4/10. In the next sector is where we are gonna see him getting nervous. So a middle engine car like the McLaren traces this sector with different level of confidence, if you know what I mean, versus the Mercedes can withstand the bumps in the track a bit better. So there you see them going taking a bit of distance. Now this is the one where the mid-engine car might do better and get closer, and in fact that's 0.3 now. A lot more aggressive turning from the McLaren. Not close enough for overtaking in the straight now. Ooh, takes... That was a big bump. Makes him lose 2/10. Still very close chase. We see from the other side that Kurt Moss and Cactus are going on a fight. So we're enjoying this, and we wanted to get it resolved so that we can move on to the fight for second. There is Paul Hester staying on the outside. Lenoir going for the inside. hit the apex just ever so slightly, but the Mercedes took the in and out racing line. The thing with this is that this turn now is right, and it seems like Mateo's gonna keep it. Well done, Mateo. So now with this, we are gonna go to Moss and Cactus. And because we have Stiff's camera somewhere around here. Oh man, what happened? My browser closed. Well, I know what happened. That must have been my dear cat closing it. Anyway, so we have here we have Stiff. So let's go with the Stiff. No, that's Kurt. Stiff. There we go. Nice.
Line. Your way. 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes to go.
Noise heavy volume up. Oh man. Probably you don't see it big enough, but Stiff managed to get the front tires equally bad. They're a tad cold and a tad under pressure. Believe me, if he had the tires at the proper pressure, which probably is because he didn't practice enough, he would be going half a second faster, I reckon. Now we'll check into what Moss has there. Ooh, sweating, eh? Let's go into Moss. He's gonna attempt going in the outside. And Moss has better balance on the pressures, but still low. Still low, yeah. And we cannot really hear him, so we're gonna go back to Stiff. So this is more real now, I think. Or maybe 3 seconds delay still, yeah. Something like that. Fair enough. Let's take a quick look at what else is going on. I think Lenoir opened a gap with Paul of 2 seconds already. He's quite far from the next one, 16.5 seconds. Problems with, drive-throughs. Lucas Keys is 3 seconds behind these guys. If they continue fighting, he might make it there. But Mattia Porti has made a 1:33.7 Celsius. Well done. So, who are they overtaking now? This is a BMW. It must be Wayne Royers. No, not Wayne Royers. Stevens. Yeah, there you go. Stevens. Let's see how... Oh, Kurt going on the inside. Sorry, on the outside.
Hold on.
Keeping it there.
Still there. Clear on your left.
Oh man. Bad choice, Rafa. Bad choice of camera. Okay, positions were maintained. I think this is where the blue flag should stay away. There we go. Not trying to fight. Well done, Stevens. Thank you.
Clear on the left side.
Cool. Fight continues. Guys, well, you're gonna see the map because I have the camera on top. I'm gonna switch this out in a sec. Everything very spread out except this sector. So that right now it's empty, and this is right where Moss and Cactus are. It's quite a marvelous thing to see how they can keep such a close fight for so long. Don't get distracted, Steve. Go, Steve. Quiet because not much is happening other than a very close fight, but they're not throwing it, which, you know, to a certain extent is an appreciated thing. The interesting thing is that Lucas is now 1.7. So if we look at, I think, where can I see the last lap?
You've got 10
The
minutes
last lap
left,
from
10 minutes to go.
Cactus. Let's bring this up. The last lap from Cactus was 135, from Moss 135, from Lucas Keys 134.8. That's dangerous, isn't it? It is dangerous. Well, Mattia is going on his 34.4s. And Lenoir just did a 134.1. Well done. His fastest lap. Just delivered. All right. Cool. Back to regular. Is that gonna be it? No, you're gonna keep fighting until Lucas gets there because that's how the race started and that's how it's gonna finish, isn't it? Anyway, like, there we go. With Moss, the guy with the best ping here, with now Sergio Regis, because they are both based in the US, I believe. And as usual, I appreciate that they are joining us at a weird time for them. Makes this league and championship really multicultural and multi-location. Diverse, as some people like to say. San Severino just got a drive-through. And once again, looking at last lap, as they just crossed it, Lucas Keys managed to cut and shave another half second from them. It's right now 1.5. Fabio Galamini, I'm happy to say that he's 5th, even though he had an incident. I don't remember exactly who. I'm gonna check again. Fabio had an incident on minute 2 with Rob, and then another one in minute 37 with number 27, which is, who's number 27? San Severino, yeah. So still, thankfully, he's in the fight. Just feels that the cars is so different that it's just not a matter of raw power or skill or anything. It needs to be a mistake someone makes. Lenoir getting another drive-through, man. Ooh. Moss trying it on the outside. Just getting Lucas closer to them with 7 minutes to go. Gonna join the Discord just for a second to encourage Lucas to keep trying. Hey Lucas,
The last bit of the race.
I don't wanna.
Hey, Raph.
I don't want to
No,
steer you
shut up,
away.
Shut up.
Please get there. Get there.
Shut up. You've got
Brian.
6 minutes. You've got 6.5 minutes. Come on.
Boys,
Lucas.
move.
He sends it.
He's gonna make contact.
Oh no! There's contact there. I don't know if that was Kurt to blame or not. I'm gonna have to rewind and look at that, guys.
That was a bump
Sent-
and run.
Kurt-
That looked like a
Kurt
bump
sent
and run
that.
to me.
Kurt did a bit of a bump and run there.
I reckon that's 5 seconds to win some
Ooh,
time,
but
mate.
oof, it was probably not leaving the space. Always leave a space. That's
Always don't bump and run. This opponent.
Oh man. Oh well. Well, now it's up to you. I'm gonna leave you so I don't annoy you. But good luck.
I'll trust me, I'm already annoying.
Be
him.
annoyed.
Yeah, but at least not me. Ciao.
Rubbish! Fuck!
Well, that was fun. So, in the meantime, we saw how, unfortunately, there was a small contact between Stiff and Kurt. You know, Kurt has had his own contact at the beginning of the race, so it's, you know, I will leave it to stewards. It was very mild. I think it could have been not leaving enough space to do the turn the way he wanted to, or whatever. But truth is that now Cactus is going to have to be defending Lucas. And judging by the last laps, well, the last lap it was probably not fair to count, but Cactus goes a bit wide, and then you go Lucas inching in 0.16. He can have it at the next one if he takes the right line. Let's see, it opened a bit wide. He didn't catch enough slipstream there. Interesting, must be not enough traction at the beginning of the straight. Goes a bit wide, loses slight gap to Cactus. Now visually the distance is very short, but in reality it's half a second. It's not 0.3 like they have been between Cactus and Moss for a few laps. And Lenoir is giving up, or it's just, how could it be that? Oh, look at them passing by. That's beautiful. Now it's 0.2 between Lucas and Cactus. 0.4, I guess whoever they just overtook did not really make a difference. And I was gonna say that Moss already got away with 2 seconds distance. That's the problem of fighting. But that's the beautiful thing about racing. Motorsports racing. Now, place your bets. Is Lucas gonna overtake Cactus from here until the end of the race? My money's on no. But we'll see. We will see. It's gonna be fairly close, that's for sure. Gonna get into the bonnet camera for a bit. Trying to move things here around so that we can see the conditions. Yeah, that sounds good. That was very close. Very close. I think Lenoir is giving up. He's not coming out, unfortunately. It's going to Cactus Wins camera. Steven Skatka striving for no traction racing, aiming to finish third, which would help him with the championship standings, which are very packed at the top. Obviously, Mattia Portas going away with another win today and fastest lap, but ooh, he went wide. No, don't tell me you did that, man. Ah, there he is. Good. Back to the helicam so we don't miss things like this again. Oh, mama. 0.2. Going back to the twisted straight, whatever we want to call this thing. .44 minutes left. And a drive-through for Turbos. Valentin, my man, what happened there? What happened there? Well, again, to those who said no track limits here, say my balls is full of areas where people commit track limits, or maybe I misunderstood what someone said. But it was more than one, that's for sure. Sones, 0.2, so close. They're just not the aggressive kind of people, eh? They're probably taking care of I don't know, tires. It doesn't even make sense to keep. Oof, that's very close. That's very close. Are we gonna see an overtake at the end of this turn? Not really going on the outside. Cactus really smart, keeping the inside always for him. It's in the in and out here that Lucas might have a chance if he does it, but he needs to does it more aggressively. He needs to get really on the back of the other car. Anyway, too very close. Touches a bit of grass. That's not gonna be great for this straight. Let's see if it actually penalizes him or not. I think Cactus, yeah, even with the slipstream, is pulling away ever so slightly. And let's see this braking zone. I don't know how many incidents we have seen here in this braking zone, because you are braking on a slight turn, and as soon as you move yourself from the slipstream, you lose aero grip, which is not a lot of in these cars, but it's some. So Mattia Porta is on the last lap. Hey, that was very close. Let's see. And Kurt Moss. So that's Mattia Porta. No issue there. Kurt Moss going 6 seconds ahead of Cactus and Keys. And this is this last lap. So last chance of Lucas to do something about this situation. Will he overtake him or not? We can see on the back that Bosic is trying to overtake Rob Chandler, and we'll see if that actually comes anywhere. Oof. Beautiful. Hey, no! No way! No way. He's waiting for him because he knows he caused the impact. And Cactus is rejoining. But does that mean that Fabio Galamini is... No, far enough. Very well done, Lucas. Congrats, man. Not congrats, but, you know, thank you, man. You took him out and you waited for him. We appreciate that. Now, sure, now you can try again if you want. But if Fabio Galamini and Valentin Dubos, well, Valentin is not gonna because of the drive-through. But if Fabio Galamini, if you make another mistake, that might actually screw you up. There you go, Mattia. Another win for Fair Play Racing. Congrats. There is... Hey, man, this is too close. Will he attempt it again? Going out. Drive-through included. There he goes. No, it's not gonna be enough. And I have seen myself in this situation. Last time I raced in Misano with Slipstream International, it was a very similar finish. Certainly not for third. Oh man, no, don't tell me. Oh, well done. Well done, Cactus. Very well managed finish. Well done. Proud of you, mate. You deserve it.
Great drive. That's a podium.
An interesting recovery. I think he started on 6th and finished. What happened to Mattia? What the fuck happened to Mattia? I know he finished first. Oof. Anyway, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the rest of the incidents. I think these are the ones. Time from this one onwards. Yeah, I don't know why Mattia is not in here, but I have the feeling he left too early. Actually have to do the what's the word? The result one. Anyway, well, that was quite a race, guys. That was quite a race. I know Mattia crossed the line first, so that's his race. But now what you can see is that second was... Ah, there you go. Okay. Final results showed Mattia first. Kurt Moss second. Steven Askatkas third. Very close finish with Lucas Keys on 4th position. Only 2/10 behind. Fabio Galamini 2.5 seconds 5th. Rob Chandler 7th, 10 seconds behind. Chris Bosic 7th, 1 second behind Rob Chandler. I don't know what Wayne is complaining about. Probably he will have a penalty. No, not a penalty. A report. Valentin Dubos with drive-through pending, being given 30 seconds penalty. Paul Hester 9th, and Totti Guti finally made it to the top 10 because Lenoir got another drive-through and didn't finish. So with that, everyone, thank you so much. That has been the round 9 of Slipstream International World Series in Misano. See you in 2 weeks in Paul Ricard. Thank you very much.